What's going on, y'all? I just got back from thrifting, but we're gonna rewind the clock a little bit and I'm gonna take you back into the store and we're gonna dig through that plush bin because you're not going to believe what I found inside it. Stay tuned. All right, fun bunch. We're going to stroll into the campus area Goodwill. I think for Ohio State, the students come back en masse on August 20th. So we've got, a couple of weeks before it starts to get maybe really busy in this store, at least for the first week. I'm having success in here, so I keep popping in and out. And right at the front of the store, they've got it's like a markup rack of sorts. I'm going to grab these Brooks Brothers. Prices, they're $128 retail. You saw that on the tag. Are pretty reasonable at $9. So I'm going to pick them up. I don't sell a lot of Brooks Brothers pants, but because they're new with tags, and I see around 250 new with tags Brooks Brother pants that are in this lightweight advantage style listed, and then around 150 sold. To me, that's pretty good. These are a size 46. They're on the larger side. I have them listed at $35, which I think is very fair. The prices are pretty consistently between, I think, $25 and $40. So $35 is pretty good. And I have a really good size, 32 inseam. I'll take that. Everything else on this rack is either picked over because I'm not rolling in right at open, or it really just doesn't have any value. It's just like that Ann Taylor Loft or whatever that was. It's up there only because it is brand new with tags. So bummed out on these Todds. Todds patent leather, and these look like women's driving mocks. It really depends on the condition. These are unsellable to me. And what I notice is if you want to get between 50 and 100 for Todds patent leather, they've got to be in spectacular condition, because if it's just average or average wear, they don't have to be completely beat up. The price drops considerably. I see a lot of them selling in the $30 to $40 range. So for Todds, to me, that was something that I didn't expect to see. I thought that automatically every time you picked that brand up, that it was a home run. It might just be that it's patent leather. They have suede, they have regular leather, and those prices may be holding strong on the high side. But if we're talking patent leather, whether it's men's or women's, big price discrepancies and much lower usually than I had originally anticipated. These are Sorel, they're in and out and about. I forget what they're called. For whatever reason, I have success selling these, and I sold a ton of these when I was selling on Amazon FBA a long time ago. So I continue to pick them up. Again, the prices on these have come down a ton. I don't know if that's Sorel across the board, but for this style, at $6, we're talking I might get $30 for it. I think they were a 7.5, so they were pretty good size. I'll roll with it, but I seem to sell that style more often than I think maybe your average reseller would. So I just continue to pick them up. But the listings to sold ratio, even going back more than a year to 2 years, doesn't look very good. So maybe pass on picking those up if you need something to sell a little bit quicker. I'm going to take the Wagnerware cast iron home with me. They have it marked at $8. I seasoned it up a little bit. It lays flat. It doesn't spin. The model on it was 1058C, not one of the more popular ones, so I have it listed at $30. It's got a couple of watchers on it. It will sell because, again, it's in pretty decent condition, but it's not, the $100 to $200 Wagner or cast iron that I initially hoped I would run into. The number on the handle was a number 8, and the rest of this is either generic, unbranded, unmarked, Lodge, which we see a ton of. If we're talking cast iron, I don't see any all clad here. I'm looking to both resell all clad and then add it to my collection because I picked up a couple of pans to cook with that are all clad, and they're kind of amazing. So might be shopping for myself a little bit here. I don't see anything else. No Yeti, no tumblers that have any or look like they have any value, and then the rest of this stuff is just stuff that I can't use. So I'm going to go over to another store because I didn't really have a ton of success. And this, if you're local, this is Sawmill Road. They're clearing that entire aisle to put Halloween out finally. All the other stores that I've been going into, none of them have any substantial Halloween out yet. So if you're looking for that stuff, go to Sawmill, get in there, and I'm assuming that by the time this reaches the public, those shelves will be stocked, and they'll have all the Halloween stuff out for you folks to buy. I did find this guy at Sawmill. It's Magic Power. His name is Mikey DeKnife. Now, I can only find one sale for him in the last maybe year or two, but it did sell as is for $75. And I think the issue is the knife sometimes when you put batteries in and it's making the sounds or whatever, it doesn't move horizontally, like it's stuck. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think that's a minimum 75. If I can get him to work, I haven't tested him yet. I thought this shirt was cool, but I passed it up. Halloween, for those of you, big shout out to everybody that's in Athens, Ohio University. Halloween in Athens, Ohio is always a big deal. This shirt was from 2010. The graphic is amazing. I didn't want to sell this locally. I didn't want to put it online. It would have cost $5. I'm sure somebody snagged it at this point. A very, very cool cool shirt. But had to let that go because there's Plush to look at. Now, I would have never have known if I wasn't using my phone to check solds, comparables regarding the prices of these Care Bear Build-A-Bears. Now, the one that I just had, the pink one, I forget what the name is. Not a ton of value. Grumpy Bear, though, the one that I have in my hand, brand new with tags. It's marked $4.99, and this thing is $200. It sold for $199. I saw it sell for $240, I believe. I went into Terapeak and noticed that there were plenty of solds over $150, over $175. If you see Grumpy Bear, and I don't remember what year it's from, maybe it's from 2015, you've probably just hit the reselling jackpot if that's what you decide to do with it, because that is music to my ears. And I have, again, for a lot of this stuff, I've got to look it up. I don't know in advance. I want the data to do the talking. So I look up the solds and just way more often than not, make my purchase decisions based on logic and not emotion. That thing is $200 if you find it pre-owned. Mine was brand new. Next thing I'm going to do is pick this printer up. It's a Star Micron TS650. I've sold one of these before. You have to be careful. There's a Bluetooth version and a non-Bluetooth version. The one I have is non-Bluetooth. You can tell by the way the cords are in the back. It does work. You turn the machine off, hold one of the feed buttons down, turn the machine back on. It prints a test slip, and that's how you know if it works or not. I have mine listed for $100. That's also the scale that I'm holding is the smaller scale that I use at home. That's Accutech. That's a great scale. Grab it if you're looking for a good small scale. I know a lot of you resellers are using that, but that Star printer, I've sold it before for $100. I'm going to sell this one for $100 as well. So again, got it home, tested it. It works fine. We're good to go on that. And it only cost $4.99. So probably take a little bit longer to sell. The Bluetooth version obviously will go a little bit quicker. And I'm going to move over to a cart. Bags are selling well for me. Crossbodies, I'm going to continue to source them. This is Patricia Nash. Nothing really to it. And quite honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to get for this. I think I have it listed for $40, but it's very clean. All things considered, it's not brand new. It's pre-owned, and it's got a little bit of the tooled leather, maybe just on the logo portion of the lock in the front. And then the rest is just regular leather studded on the side, a pretty crossbody, and again, it was in really good condition inside and out. So let's just say $30 to $40 on that. Look at that, size 17. It's been a long time since I've seen. There is a point where I won't pick up a shoe, and it's usually 17 or 18, and I am not trying to discriminate against those of you that are in that foot size range. Is just from a business perspective, they sell so slow for me. And even the ones we were looking at right there, they were in really poor condition. If they were brand new, maybe it'd be a different story. So I'm not trying to discriminate against y'all with them big old feet, but I ain't picking those up. So let's put that back. Look over at some of the electronics on one of the walls in this store. And I don't think I've ever picked up a Palmer Pizzelle maker before. But this one, I'm going to show it to you. It's brand new. So the listings to sold ratio for Palmer is not going to be as good as some of the Vitantonio models, but this thing is brand spanking new, silver, and it is model 1000. There's a few different versions. So this is the stick version, if you will. There's a model 1000T, that's the non-stick version. So, and there's others, but what I think I'm going to do with this one, for $10, I think $75 gets this sold, brand new open box. Again, the listings to sold ratio for Palmer, not that good, but the fact that this is new and it's never been used, I will buy it and I'll take a chance. The other ones sell great for me. I think I have a Vitantonio listed in my inventory right now for around $100 and $150. That one is pre-owned. And again, because I price on the higher side with a lot of my stuff, sometimes I have to wait a little bit for the right offer to come through. But I think 75 moves this, and it moves it pretty quickly. I would imagine it would sell in the next 30 to 60 days because it's brand new. I don't know what else we have going on here. Are you folks sourcing air fryers? I feel like nobody's buying them anymore. It's the same with grills. Like grills are so, and not that I'm sourcing big, huge grills all the time, but I just notice in general, like I don't see people like purchasing grills. I certainly don't see the air fryer frenzy like when they first were hot. I don't see that anymore. If you're having a different experience and your air fryers are flying off the shelves for like really good prices, then let me know, because I don't ever really look at them anymore. I feel like the market is like more than caught up, and the fever has passed. So in the sporting goods section here, some interesting, I think it's Bala, B-A-L-A. I don't know what the slash is. Maybe that doesn't represent something, but I think these are just like weighted, they're just weighted resistance bands of some sort that go maybe around your ankles. And I was really surprised by the amount of solds for them. This is the 1 pound version. There's different colors and different sizes. This is like the black marble, but there's blue and pink and whatever. Yeah, you put them around your wrists, do your workouts, put them around your ankles. So I'm gonna grab those because they look like they're brand new, open box, and I see them selling in like the $40 to $50 range, brand new open box. Maybe I'll put, I'll dig through the bag a little bit deeper and make sure that they haven't been used, because if they're pre-owned, I still think I can get $30 to $40 for them. But I was really surprised to see the amount of solds for that. So that's a good bolo to look for right there. I think it was $3.99 or something like that. So it's a pretty unassuming item that will get you $30 to $50. So that's definitely one that you want to keep your eye out for. And those are the ones I love to feature, because I feel like so much of this stuff just turns up all the time. But that was new to me, so hopefully it's new to you too. Nest, I think we all know what these are. This is like I think it's a Wi-Fi. What is it? A Wi-Fi programmable thermometer of some sort, like programmable thermostat. Is that what this is? I don't use one, so and the only ones that I've ever sold are brand new. And so I'm checking, and I had to go into kind of deep into the solds to see if these sell pre-owned. I'm not quite sure how to test this yet, but even pre-owned, just that little dial sells for $40. So I've got some of the wall mounts and the screws, the paperwork that comes with it. And so as long as that item works, I still think I can get, between $50 and $60 for it pre-owned. But again, this could take me forever. I don't know exactly how to power that up to get it tested, because again, the ones I've only sold are brand new. But Nest, Bolo, keep your eye out for it, both new and pre-owned. They sell phenomenally well. Way more solds I'm noticing than I do see active listings. So at least for this one. So definitely keep your eye out for that. That was just sitting on a shelf, and I don't even remember what I paid for this because there was no price on it. But let's assume it was between $5 and $10. So I mean, not too bad of a find, considering I can, or assuming I can get that tested, because that was just sitting on like the back shelves, and I was shaking the box and I was like, oh well, you know what, this thing's probably missing pieces. But went in and checked those solds, and it looks like, again, just that dial is selling for at least $40 here. The last one I want to show you, I swear I've had this in a video before. I can't remember if I picked it up or I passed it up. Spikes and Sparrow, these little fanny packs, these leather fanny packs. I'm amazed at how well they sell. And so if this is an accessory price of $2 or $3, I think I can sell it for $35. Even if it's the bag price, $7.99, I think in this store is what the purses are. It's probably still worth picking up because of how well they sell. I don't think there's anything really to that little fanny pack, but that's definitely another Bolo item, that specific one. If we're talking Spikes and Sparrows, other products, I'm not really educated on it, can't help you with that, but those fanny packs, like 70 listed, 40 or so sold, and pretty consistently in like the 30 to 40 range, depending again on the condition of the leather is my assumption. But that was another one that was sort of new to me, so please keep your eye out for that. And I don't see anything else here, so I think we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. All right, head over to Sawmill if you need the Halloween stuff, local people, and let me know if you've seen the other stores Hilliard loading up on Halloween. I haven't yet, but I'm going to try to hit all of them here in the next week. So that's all I've got for you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.